back at it like a crack addict. There's a YouTuber that says that. It's pretty funny. Yes, this is weird. I'm just doing it because I don't think I'm going to wear a tie for this seminar thing, but I want my collar to get used to like being together without being, you know what I mean? So I'm like forcing it to have like sort of muscle memory. Anyways, yeah, so today's day 11, but this is day 10 video. Yeah, day 10 was pretty chill. It was a Friday. It was a Friday. You know, pretty regular schmegler. Worked up until about, I worked from about 8 till about 8 in the morning till about maybe 1 p.m. Got some things done that needed to be wrapped up, which is good. And then after that, went to go see a movie with my sister, my littlest sister. Went to go see Venom 3. It was fun. It was funny. Pretty good time. I mentioned that because, movies can be one of those things where, like, man, if I'm on a calorie restriction, if I'm on a diet, or if I'm on a plan, whatever you want to call it, I don't know if you noticed though, it's pretty like cloudy and hazy today. It's been like that the past couple of days. It hasn't been hot. It's been humid. It's been like in the 70s, like these past few days. Mid 70s, like the whole day. So, anyways, hopefully we have a good rain November. Just started November, by the way. Good rain November. Gets a little bit more chilly. But yeah, back to the movie thing. It's like, some people might have fear, and it really depends on. It's one of those things where you almost have to put yourself in those situations to find out who you are, right? Because some people will be like, well, okay, you know what? I guess for the next few months, I guess for the next 6 months, I guess for the next year, I'm not gonna go to, birthday parties, or I'm not gonna go to the movies, or these kind of social settings where eating is part of, the ordeal, but went to the movies. My sister, she got snacks from Dollar Tree, and and I just got I guess my treat was that I got a Celsius and a water. You know what I mean? And that was fine. I wasn't like, man, I wish I could go to the concession stand and get some popcorn. And you know what? When I get popcorn from movie theaters, I usually get it no salt. I ask them, hey, I use the old, hey, I have high blood pressure or something like that, and I can't really have salt in my diet. Do you mind if you guys can make like a batch of no salt for me? And like literally 9.5 times out of 10 they'll do it. The only time they probably won't do it is like if they're super packed and like the people there are on the younger side that are working. So it isn't even like whenever I go to the movies I go crazy, but I'm on a plan. I have a goal in mind, and so just had a celly and a water and enjoy the movie. You know what I mean? My sister sat next to me. She had her snacks. I wasn't, looking at her like eating, or I wasn't, wanting to reach over and grab some, some candy or chips. So, I'm saying that because it's important that, that when you do these kind of things, your mind cannot be, oh man, I wish I could do this, or man, I wish I could do that. Because if you continuously have that mindset day after day, there's going to come a moment where you're going to break. There's going to come a moment where, like, you have an hour or two to kill. No one knows where you're at, or no one, is that you told to hold you accountable is near. And if you let those thoughts, it's like you have to train your brain to not think like that. Because this really is dieting, calorie restriction, fitness, and almost everything in life is pretty mental. It's about, do you have that self-control? And when I mean self-control is, do you have your house in order mentally? So there was that yesterday, and then just chilled around the house. Did my chores, cleaned my room, played some video games, watched an episode or two of a new show, spend time on my phone. It was just a chill Friday, a good Friday. Which, to be honest, lately I've been having those, but I don't know why, but I think, for most of the year, my Friday's been kind of weird, where I had to go do stuff, or like work was super heavy. Not that work isn't a lot, but I don't know, maybe I'm just have better time management now. So yeah, that was day 10. Did not work out. I thought about it, but I just didn't. Like I said in day 9 video, it's like I'm not gonna structure my day around the gym like I was doing before, just because of I'm on this, what people would call insane calorie restriction. So it's not super necessary for every single day for me to go to the gym. But like I said, it doesn't mean I'm not going to try, or I'm not going to at least think about it. And so I did think about it, but, I was like, you know what? Pretty tired, fatigued a little bit, and I just want to chill. And I know that Saturday, I'm going to be busy in the morning. Today, day 11, I'm going to be pretty busy in the morning. And so I'll probably go to the gym, around 6 o'clock or 4 o'clock. That's usually when I go on Saturdays. And I like to be in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock the latest on Saturdays, because I have to wake up pretty early on Sundays. You know what I mean? So on the weekends, generally, I usually go to the gym Friday, Saturday. But it's one of those things where if I didn't go Friday, I'll definitely go Saturday. And if I went Friday, Saturdays is easier to miss. Speaking traditionally, but decided not to go on day 10. We'll most likely go on day 11, and did not get great sleep, to be honest. I think it was a little bit better. I honestly don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if my body is just like, And it's not one of those, oh man, you're going to sleep hungry and that's why you can't go to sleep. No, it's like I said, I don't have the hunger pangs. But for some reason, I just cannot. It's like I go to sleep, but I'm not resting. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of waking up every so often, which is not typical. So that was day 10. What else? Oh, I was tempted to weigh myself yesterday, or day 10, sorry. I was really tempted to weigh myself. I don't know why, but I feel like that would kind of give me a boost. But again, it's like I'm trying to lay those instant gratification, neurons, and I want to train my brain to be able to wait until I, if I said I'm going to weigh myself every Tuesday, then that's when I'm going to weigh myself. So it's pretty tempted to weigh myself. Yeah, man. I'm about 7 minutes away from getting to my office. I know it's Saturday, but we have some medical professionals coming by to hear a seminar, I think, like some kind of insurance seminar, and then they're going to give us a few minutes to speak on some financial some financial advice. Oh, this person in front of me. Oh my God. So yeah, day 10, pretty straightforward. Don't have much to add or say. Oh, I will add this. I don't know if you guys heard of Sam Sulek. He's this kind of gym guy. This bad guy almost died. Gym guy, bodybuilder. I've been a fan of him for a while. Watched his videos every now and then, but I started watching his daily videos every single day. I think since I started this, and I think it's helped. He talks about his process, and he talks about his day, and what he's gonna do in the gym, and what he's doing in the gym, and it's like it's almost. And he's on a what's called a winter arc. I guess I am too. I guess I am on a winter arc too, where he's on a cut. He's going down from 270 to I think he's 5'10". At his bulk, at the end of his bulk, he was like 272, and he's, I think right now 3 weeks out, he's at like 250. So, we're kind of in the same boat in a sense. And what's interesting about Sam is that I've never been the type of person that really likes bodybuilders because from an aesthetic standpoint, I've always seen them as kind of it looks uncomfortable, it doesn't look natural, it just looks like one paper cut and they're done for, you know what I mean? Or like it's almost like being overweight anyways. You're such a big presence, you know what I mean? You're such, it's like, yeah, you're muscly and all that, but it's like, it doesn't look comfortable. Doesn't look like clothes would fit you proportionally. But Sam Sulek is one of those guys that his aesthetic, his physique is appealing. You know what I mean? He, even at 270, he didn't look like crazy. And I know maybe he might take offense to this because he's trying to look what quote unquote freaky, but it doesn't look bad. It's like his frame really supports well his massiveness, and then on a cut I've seen him go down as low as I think 230ish, 220. He looks lean. He's cut, but he looks lean at 5'10". You know what I mean? I'm 6 feet tall, and that's been kind of my dilemma, is that I haven't really set a goal because I just don't know what that looks like. You know what I mean? It's like for the longest time, growing up, I was like, man, I want to be 185. I was like, okay, if I'm 6 feet tall, 185, that's lean. That's lean, that's cut up. You know what I mean? That's the goal weight. But at the same time, if you're talking about from last week, that's 200-pound difference. 200 pounds. You know what I mean? And one of the things that I think I mentioned this, is that I've asked God to be like, hey God, I know that I did this to myself, but I really would like you to help me with loose skin. Whenever I lose this weight, I don't want to have loose skin. I want it to go back to its form, like to not be just hanging everywhere. And I don't want to have to get surgery for the loose skin, right? But at a 200-pound weight loss, barring a miracle from God, I'm gonna have loose skin. But maybe 230, 240 is a weight where my body will be kind of, still lean, but compact, where my skin is not all over the place. I don't have a hanging stomach, because of the weight loss. My chest is, intact and natural. So it's like, okay, maybe that 220 to 245 range is what I should be aiming for, which obviously would make it easier. It's less weight that I would have to lose. But I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like once we get there, at the same time, you try to research, okay, how do you avoid loose skin? And people are like, oh, you gotta drink a lot of water, which is hard for me, but I'm trying. And then I heard someone say something about monosaturated and polysaturated fats, that they're important. Sleep is important. And I thought to myself, well, what about, collagen and all that stuff? Maybe I should take some of those supplements. Because I really, really do not want loose skin. I know there's been the creators, there's been like people that have lost a lot of weight, and they're like, yeah, loose skin is just one of those things, and to them they kind of turn it into like a sign of victory. But yeah, I lost all that weight, but still, man, I wish, I still want to be able to. I feel like if I have the loose skin, even when I look at myself in the mirror, it's gonna be so bittersweet, because it's gonna be like, man, look what you accomplished, but look what you had to accomplish, because you put yourself in that situation. So, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Which also brings me to the fact that if I get, look, the program said that people that do this program, they lose on average 2 to 5 pounds a week. Males are 2 to 5 pounds a week. 2 to 5 pounds a week, and then 2 to 5 pounds a week. I think females were 1 to 3 pounds a week or something like that. I don't know. But, first week I lost close to 12 pounds. Now that might have been just a shock to my system. But, if I can go at a rate of, I don't like how I'm parked. If I can go at a rate of 10 pounds per week, which is a lot of weight, to be honest, a lot of weight to lose. Even though, to be honest, it doesn't feel that way. 10 pounds per week, around January-ish, I have to reevaluate myself and be like, okay, do you want to continue this, or do you want to go to the second phase and jump the gun maybe a month or two early? Because again, what I've heard is that if you lose weight too fast, that's really what causes the loose skin, because you're not allowing your body to kind of recomposite itself naturally. So those are things to think about, but of course I don't want to get ahead of myself.